welcome. I'm Chrissy. Welcome to my channel where I talk about perfumes. I also have a perfume specific Instagram channel called Chrissy Love and a merch store now where I have my own handmade designs put on various things like shirts, canvas bags, makeup bags. The sky's the limit. Check it out. I have links in the description box below for both of those. Today I am comparing and contrasting Marc Jacobs Perfect and Perfect Intense, which were released a year apart. So Perfect was released in 2020 and Intense was released in 2021. And we see this a lot with like major perfumes where they like to come out with an Intense version. Intense doesn't mean much anymore, to be honest. Sometimes it's like it's actually a more stripped down version of the original. So the concept of Intense has changed a lot over the years. It used to be Intense was kind of like a stronger version, not necessarily so anymore. But I love to see a good flanker. It's always fun to compare them. You know, remember Perfect when it came out was really fun because it was this amazing bottle with all these like baubles and charms on top. And it was one of those things where it was like, I don't care what it smells like. I have to have that bottle. I didn't actually buy it, but I did purchase the travel sizes of both so that I could compare them. There's only so much room in my collection here. I am already probably exceeding it. Anyway, so let's talk about it. So with the original Perfect, it has top notes of rhubarb and narcissus, middle note of almond milk, and base notes of cashmeran and cedar. And at first spray on my skin, this is a strong rhubarb scent, which I love. My other favorite rhubarb scent is Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice 3, which has watermelon and rhubarb. Delicious. So this has the rhubarb. It's super bright and zesty. It has a hint of sweetness. And it reads more as like a fresh shampoo-y type scent. There is some milkiness I'm getting from the almond milk that rounds it out and makes it a little more interesting. And in the dry down, the almond milk really stands out the most. It pulls ahead of the zesty rhubarb. There's a bit of florals. There's still that like zestiness from the rhubarb. You know, to me, it's not my ideal combination. I'm just not a big floral lover. You know, if it was kind of just more the rhubarb and the almond milk, that'd be one thing, but the florals just kind of break it up for me. But it is a very crowd-pleasing scent. The marketing looks like it's like for kids. I wouldn't say that's true. It's got a little bit of like a perfuminess to it, like a pungentness to it, but performance is amazing. It lasts, it projects, it's really great. And then overall, it's honestly not a bad perfume. It's not perfect, but it is pretty good. And then we have Intense. So let's talk about the notes. We have top notes of narcissus and night blooming jasmine, middle note of almond, and base note of sandalwood. And so this on first spray is like a creamy, sweet scent, but the florals keep it out of the gourmand territory. They add some freshness and actually some bitterness and maybe some maturity. And the dry down, it becomes more and more creamy and sweet, certainly more creamy and sweet than the original. This is definitely less heavy on the florals and less heavy on the zestiness. So they're still there, but they're just kind of more in the background. And I also get somewhat of like a doll's head note, which I hate when that comes in. I really don't prefer that. Performance on this is also really great. It's strong performer. Yeah, but you know, when you put almond in things, it sometimes can have kind of, bitter isn't the word. Almond is just such a distinct note, and the almond really comes out in Intense even more than in the original. So if you enjoy that, you're gonna like the Intense a little bit more. If you like florals, you're gonna like, I think, the original a little bit more. So they're both real solid quality perfumes. They don't hit me emotionally. You know, when you kind of figure out over a few years of collecting perfumes like I have, what your scent profile really is. And to me, gourmands just hit me. Like gingerbread type scents, kind of a little bit of spiciness, just hits me. These are more like crowd pleasing for sure, but a little bit more like generic. I hate to say that, a little bit generic. A little bit just like perfumey, you know, a crowd-pleasing blend. So they're solid perfumes, but it's just not emotionally really hitting me. So I probably won't buy full-size bottles of either. But let me know your thoughts on these if you like either, if you've tried either. You know, I'd love to know your opinion. And yeah, thanks so much for being here, and I hope you have a very beautiful day.